Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? Wait till a few people try to show up, man. Get my thoughts. I'm driving right now, man, so I won't be able to see the comments as often as I would like. I want to get my thoughts about the presser. Pretty entertaining presser, man. Before I start, though, let me say this. For those of you that's going to catch this on archives, I will be getting to some of the other fights, the heavyweight fights you guys are asking me about. I see some people. Lawrence Williams, what's good, man? What's the deal? Before I get to this, like I said, I want to tell you guys that I will be talking about Ajak Kabayel versus Rdenko, uh, Kirbet Pulev versus Bogdan Dinu, the Romanian fighter. You guys most probably notably know him for when he just lost to Jarrell Miller, guy who I did a prospect watch video on years ago. I'm going to talk about that fight, and I will also talk about Junior Fa, the card. He's fighting Nufel, Iota, him. Who else is on that card? Stephen Shaw's on that card, and so is George Arias, undefeated fighters, heavyweights. So I'll be talking about those fights in the next live stream, all right? Now to this. Hey, man, I thought it was pretty funny. I'm not going to lie to you, man. I thought this Jarrell Miller, Anthony Joshua presser was pretty funny, anticipating the next one. Yes, AJ, especially to us Americans, he is going to look awkward in these situations when people aren't being respectful and cordial to him, like a Joseph Parker, or I know Povetkin, really don't speak English like that. So, yes, I like those types of pressers too, even a Vladimir Klitschko. But, I like pressers where they talk shit too, man. There's nothing wrong with talking a little shit. You know what I mean? It's boxing, man. They're not going in there to, play a friendly game of chess, man. Or they, may pull some chess moves in the boxing ring, as far as styles, but you guys know what I mean, though, man. You know what I'm saying? They're going there to punch each other in the face. So, regardless of what type of shit is being talked, you're going to have to back it up anyways. Whether you go in there and be nice or you go in there and talk shit, regardless, you have to back it up. You know what I mean? Like, you go in there and say, hey, he's a great fighter, shake his hand, give him nothing but praise. Still got to go in there and get punched in the face and punch him in his face. They were doing the dozens, cracking the dozens, mama jokes. AJ came back with his mama joke, things like that. So it's good to, see AJ, fight fire with fire a little bit as far as the joking around and clowning. All right, so it was good to see him in that type of atmosphere. Yes, I do know that him and Dillian White had their little thing. Their shit more personal though. I know Dominic Brazil went over there and but Brazil, man, when he was talking shit to Joshua, you guys remember that? When they were outside, when Brazil first got over there and they were outside. I think they were going inside to do the presser, but they were outside. And I remember, AJ had his arms folded and Brazil was saying something that AJ was saying, pretty much don't invade my space. It was awkward for me to see Brazil kind of act like that. I don't remember Brazil when he was getting ready to fight Consuerga and, you know what I mean, Fred Cassie and Amir Mansour, where he was really acting like that. Although, his situation with Wilder may change some people's minds, but I don't, so. And then I know Charles Martin with his thing, walk the earth like a god. And before that, I had never really heard Charles Martin really talk like that. You know what I mean? In the fights that I've seen for his other fights, I didn't see him fight like that or talk like that against Hernandez and Vicente, forgot the guy's name. Dudes, even the Glass Call fight, you know what I mean? But anyways, pretty entertaining, Miller shoved AJ. I thought Joshua should have been more, anticipating some type of thing like that from Miller to get shoved or something. You gotta expect something physical to happen because Miller's trying to, he's trying to get in his head a little bit. Now, will it work? We will see. And let me get to this too, man. I don't even want to make this dude famous. It's one of the dudes that used to be subbed to me. He might be watching. He may show up to watch this or whatever. I don't even want to make this cat famous, man. But comment from earlier, he gonna tell me. Now, he left a comment on one of the live streams. You guys, for those that's following me, I just came back after 2.5 or 2 months of not making videos. And it's in one of the live streams where I said this. There's nothing wrong with cheering for your countrymen. Only since I came here on YouTube has that been a thing where commenters will, or even other uploaders will get on other uploaders for going with their guy or guys that's from their home state or home country. Only on YouTube has that ever been a thing. So this dude was like, I'm not gonna make him famous. He know who he is. This dude gonna say, that I come across like I'm trying to be neutral, but I'm really pulling for the American fighter. He don't know why. Pretty much, he don't know why I'm being fake. First of all, if you have to come on YouTube and be fake, that's sad, bro. To come on YouTube, like, this is a hobby for me. So why do I want to have a hobby that I have to be fake and not be myself? That's for one. Just as a man, fuck boxing fan. Just as a man, you know what I'm saying? I got two boys that watch me make videos sometimes, man. So for me to come on here and have to pretend, that'd be sad, yo. But and what's crazy is I use this example in one of the live streams that I just previously did when I was talking about this situation, and I brought up the Olympics as the example. Like, as an American, who watches the Olympics and say, as an American, oh man, I'm gonna go for Puerto Rico this year, man, I'm going for fucking China this year, I'm going for, you know what I mean? It wouldn't make any fucking sense. That just is crazy. You know what I mean? Now, you may say, hey man, I'm going for the USA, but man, like for me, for example, I thought Philippe Herkovic was going to win gold. At the time, I wanted Darmani Rock to qualify. He ended up losing to Marlo Moore. So then shit, I was pulling for Marlo Moore to win gold. But I thought that Philippe Herkovic would be the favorite, just based on what I've seen. And I actually said the dude may be a world champion one day. This was 2015, I said this. Now, we'll come to see, he looks like a pretty good prospect as of right now. But look, man, you can break down, like, you can be biased. Nothing wrong with being biased. I've been showing my bias all out through both of my channels the last 9-10 years here on YouTube. How you been showing your bias, Mr. Boxing? Easy. When you guys ask me who's the best fighter I've ever seen, who's the best fighter, that's a bias, right? I think that Ali, George Foreman, and Larry Holmes is 1A, 1B, and 1C. They're the best fighters I've ever seen, hands down. There's no debate anybody can have with me to change my mind. That's clear bias. What division have I been talking about? Well, pretty much my whole life, but since I've been on YouTube here, pretty much 99% of the time, I do that may troll and talk shit, which is fine. But what makes them want to do that is when I break down, and that's why I like using my heavy bag, man. Like, when I break down styles and fights, I'm just telling you what I really see. You know what I mean? But when it comes to picking a guy that I'm pulling for Miller to beat Anthony Joshua. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I want to see the American beat him? But when I break down the styles and things that I see, I think Joshua's the favorite. Why? Because if you've been listening to my videos over the years, you also know I have a bias towards what? Boxer punchers. And I think AJ can box a little bit. He showed that by using his jab against Takam, Pavek, and so on and so forth. So again, man, maybe I need to do what Best Fight the Best does and have people come on and we can go back and forth or something, man. Because a lot of y'all, man, even though you've been subbed to me for years, y'all come off as real trollish sometimes, man. It's not about, oh, you blocked me because you want to let me say my opinion. Nah, your opinion sucks. You know what I mean? It's just like you're coming off trollish, man. And then I see you on other channels who I know have a way different opinion than me all the time. Then I see you on their channel high-fiving and patting the back and hey, bro, and good vid, bro, and all this shit. And then you come to my channel and I'm breaking the division down like none other. And the only thing you can do out of an hour and a half live stream is bring up some little ass minute point that I said. You dig what I'm saying? That shit come across as trollish, my guy. So you go ahead and do what you want to do. I'm not gonna make you famous. But you know who you are, all right? So yeah, I'm pulling for Jarrell Miller to win this fight. Yeah. But when I break down the styles, and I'll get more into this, I'm just giving my opinion about the presser. But when I get more into it, I'm gonna give you my reason why I think Joshua is the favorite. Now, but with that said though, when you break this down style-wise, man, this is a very intriguing fight, man. Very intriguing. What else happened? Oh yeah, then I seen it's not really funny, man, and I'm glad that I wasn't in this situation because I know myself and I'm not trying to come across as America's Most Wanted or no shit like that, or Billy Badass or nothing, man, but I just know myself and I know what my reflexes could be. If somebody threw water on me, because I seen that Ness and Blue Bug got some water thrown on them, if water got thrown on me, spit would have been projected from my mouth onto that dude. I would have spit on him. That just would have been the first, because the barrier was there, and the first thing would have been, I just would have spit on him. And whatever would have happened after that just would have happened, whatever that would have occurred. You know what I mean? That's why when I went to the Wilder Fury thing, I didn't go as a media, and no disrespect to people that did, because shit, I got interviewed by Town Biz, and I seen Ness, and I seen a lot of guys out there chopping it up. Cali Enigma, all of them. You know what I mean? But I'll do phone interviews, but I don't really think I'm built for that type of thing. Because if you disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you back. That's just how it's gonna go. And my credentials, I'll flush that shit in the toilet, man. I don't give a fuck about that once that line and barrier has been crossed. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I wouldn't have been talking. Man, see, I don't know. I don't know what would have happened, but I know he would have got spit on for sure. All right. Let me see what else, man. So yeah, for those of you that are just joining me, like I said, I know there's some other heavyweight fights you guys want me to talk about, and I will get to those. Caballero versus Rudinko. I know y'all want me to talk about that. Pulev versus Bogdan Dinu, and then the fight card with. All right, y'all. We got cut off for a second. I don't even know where I left off on, but hopefully you guys heard me talk about the water situation. Damn, I hope that got covered, man. This thing went off for a second, but just briefly, if you guys didn't hear me, I said if that water would have got thrown on me, that I seen how it happened to Blue Blood. Shouts out to Blue Blood, does a great job on his channel. And Ness, Boxing Voice, you know what I mean? If that water got thrown on me, I would have spit on the bodyguard dude. I just know how I am. All right. But as far as, you know, Miller and Joshua though, man, style wise, I guess I can talk about the style a little bit real briefly. Shout out to St. Cruising. I don't know if he's in the comments in the chat right now, but me and him was kind of going back and forth talking about the style breakdown of this fight. And St. Cruising was saying that he believes that Jarrell Miller can possibly tire Joshua out just from Joshua beating on him so much. You know what I mean? Maybe that Miller can, you know, since he seems as if he has a pretty good beard on him, he's a big dude. Maybe he can, you know, be around in the fight around 6 or 7 by letting Joshua tire himself out by hitting on him. Now, one thing I will say, man, I don't know, man. I don't know how realistic that one is, man. To have Anthony Joshua literally just land flush and beat on you for 6 or 7 rounds, and you're still up hanging around. If that shit were to happen, that shit would be amazing to me. Just for him to sustain that type of punishment and still be able to be in a fight to try to rally in any type of comeback. To me, I don't think that one. It just don't really seem realistic based on how hard I see Anthony Joshua punch people, man. You know what I mean? You got to make that dude miss a little bit. But what I'm curious about, and we kind of seen it in the press conference here, although yes, they're standing on the stage, and maybe Anthony Joshua wasn't anticipating to get pushed like that, so he wasn't able to brace himself and, you know, stand in a position to hold to resist that force. But I kind of think that's what Jarrell's going to try to do in the ring, is try to push and bully Anthony Joshua. Push and bully him. Now, you know what they say about bullies, right? Once you punch them in their mouth. But Jarrell Miller doesn't come across as a coward type of guy in the ring. He's always coming forward. Every fight I've ever seen him, and he's came forward. So maybe he'll try to implement that type of thing where he's trying to bang to the body, push Anthony Joshua backward, and make Anthony Joshua have to fight literally going backwards. All right? Probably try to implement some of what Povetkin had some success at in his fight. Takam was having some success as far as getting off punches. They really didn't have much effect because some of them were being blocked, but he was still able to get them off in close quarters. Another thing I wanted to touch on before I end this, I did hear Tyson Fury. I see Tyson Fury got his ESPN deal, but let me just touch on, and hopefully that does not have anything to, that ESPN deal does not, hopefully doesn't prolong the Wilder Fury rematch. I really hope it doesn't, man. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna stay phlegmatic about the situation. You know what I mean? Until I hear further details. Hopefully that they can get this contract signed between Wilder and Fury with the utmost celerity, man. Let's get that shit signed with the quickness. You dig what I'm saying? Let's not be inert about the situation, be stagnant and just sit there and not do nothing. Let's try to get this shit signed, sealed, and delivered. But let me say this. I did hear Tyson Fury say that he dropped Jarrell Miller 7 times in sparring around 2011. Now look, man, sparring to sparring, anything can happen. We all know how the saying goes with that, right? Do I think he dropped him 7 times though in sparring? I don't know about that. Now, why do I say I don't know about that? And I don't know if that's true. Now, do I think he possibly could have dropped him? Yeah. But 7 times the first day of sparring? I mean, because he said he sent them home right away. So, I mean, that's kind of a stretch, man. Now, 2011, I will say that Tyson Fury, for those of you that don't know, because I've been seeing a lot of comments of people saying that they're talking about Tyson Fury's style. And the only style they're talking about is his style that he fought against Vladimir Klitschko, the moving, trying to, do his, Larry Holmes type of thing, Ali type of thing, when he's moving around, sticking a jab, circling. But if you go back to 2011, Tyson Fury fought different. He was more of like a damn near a high guard, pump a hard jab, and come forward guy. I mean, he'll drop his hands, make you miss occasionally, but he was more aggressive around that time. Go look at the Nicola Furta fight and the Marcelo Nascimento fight and the, I believe, was it the first Chisora fight that he had around then? But go look at those fights. He was a totally different fighter. His KO percentage was even higher back then. Now, usually when you're coming up, your KO percentage is naturally higher because you're fighting, guys who you should dominate. But his fighting style was different. So I will say that he was much more aggressive. But 2011, remember, guys, Jarrell Miller, and I have the sparring footage up. Jarrell Miller was helping Vladimir Klitschko prepare for David Haye in the summer of 2011. I have that sparring footage on my channel. Type in Jarrell Miller Klitschko sparring, or Jarrell Miller versus Klitschko, Klitschko versus Jarrell Miller. My video will pop up on my page. Somebody stole my video too, man. Whoever that dude is, man, come on, bro. Like, I looked on there, I seen a duplicate of my video on dude's page. But it is what it is, man. So when I look at that, look at it like this. So you mean to tell me that Tyson Fury was just beating the hell out of Jarrell Miller in sparring, but Vladimir Klitschko, who was arguably the best fighter in the world in 2011, some people may say Mayweather, some other guys, whatever, but he was damn sure by far the best heavyweight. So he was just having, from the sparring footage that I've seen and from what Jarrell told me about sparring Klitschko, I didn't hear anything about him getting beat up and sent to the canvas numerous times. So he was able to stand upright with Klitschko in 2011. But when he got in there with Tyson Fury, he was just getting dropped every other punch he hit him with. I mean, that's what I'm basing it off of. So that's why I don't believe that. Now, do I believe that Fury was getting the best of him back then and possibly did drop him? Yeah, I can see that happening. Because Jarrell Miller was only 2-0 around then, but he was still a tough kid, back then, man, coming up. That's why Klitschko had him in his camp. You know what I mean? And Miller was a lot lighter then, you know what I mean? But even he was moving around in that session that I seen with Klitschko. Now, some of you may argue and say, oh, that was sparring. Klitschko was taking it easy. I don't fucking know. Only thing I can go off is what I saw on the footage that Jarrell gave me, and I posted it here on YouTube, all right? But, you know what I mean? So I really don't know. You know what I mean? But my bet would be he didn't drop him damn 7 times, man. That just sounds kind of far-fetched. Again, like I said, even though Tyson Fury was a much different fighter. And then, to tell you the truth, man, a year after they supposedly sparred, remember Emanuel Stewart came out in 2012 and said, hey, man, y'all better be on the lookout for these 2 heavyweights. And I know most of you have seen this video. If you haven't, go look it up. It's on YouTube with Emanuel Stewart in 2012, that interview he did where he was saying, hey, man, Tyson Fury is going to be a champion one day, and another kid you guys need to keep an eye on that's going to be a champion, is Deontay Wilder. So yes, I do believe Tyson Fury was getting the best of Jarrell Miller back then, but I don't think he was knocking him down every other punch, man. You know what I mean? 7 times, that's like, god damn. And if that did happen, holy shit, like, where's that Tyson Fury at? You know what I mean? The punch is that hard. You know what I mean? But as far as the presser, I liked it. It was cool. It's good to see Anthony Joshua get treated differently, you know what I mean, by the media here, and even by fighters that are trying to fight him. Everything isn't going to be peachy keen all the time and, respectful and that type of shit. It's not all that setting isn't realistic all the time, especially when you come here, man. Well, shit, even over there too. Derek Chisora threw a fucking chair at Dillian White. You dig what I'm saying? And all the shit Derek Chisora and David Haye was going through in their press conferences, and you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna say it only happens here, but every presser isn't gonna be ran smoothly. You know what I mean? And I seen Anthony Joshua when he jumped off the stage. I think Jarrell Miller people was talking shit, or somebody was talking shit shit to him. Bro was getting ready to jump off the stage, or he was acting like he was. He ain't about to jump off the stage and do nothing. Anthony Joshua ain't gonna fuck up this fight by trying to fight nobody in the crowd, man. So that, to me, he was just putting a little extra sauce on it. You know what I'm saying? He was just putting a little extra sauce on it. But no, he was not about to jump down and do anything. Why? For what? To get sued? You know what I mean? Because somebody was heckling you? Like, come on, man. That doesn't even make sense. You dig what I'm saying? But let me see if I can read a few. I just pulled up to where I need to be. Let me see what y'all talking about, man, before I hop on off this. Oh, some people showed up, man. AZ was good. NBT Boxing says Styles make fights. Can't get to everybody, man. Grape Drink was good. Let me see. AZ, Lawrence Powell, Clint Ciofanu was good. Main event. Boxing Talk says Mr. Box, invite me on. Bro, even if I was trying to invite you on, I don't know how to do it on my phone. Main event Boxing Talk. I won't even know how to do this shit on my phone, man. Let me turn this down. It's Biggie before they damn near say I'm still in the Notorious Big Puffy now music. Brooklyn Child Boxing Talk was good, my brother. I appreciate that $4.99. He says a salute, bro. Jarrell Miller is getting knocked out. My opinion, I'm not a believer in his skill set. AJ by 10th round knockout or stoppage. I appreciate that, bro. I see my man's up in here. Zone 6 was good. Zone 6. Neutral Natural was good. I appreciate all y'all, man. Capadonna 24 was good. Johnny Todd, Hop, Mark Blake, and Lawrence Williams. I appreciate all y'all showing up, man. It was a last minute live stream. Y'all know how to do my live streams, man. There's no rhyme or reason. Whenever boxing's on my mind, I just turn on the live. You dig what I'm saying? But like I said, man, I'm getting back into the continuity of making these videos. I'm going to try not to be stagnant on this channel. Sean Ramsher, what's up? So, hey, man, y'all be good. Until next time, I will be back talking about those low-key heavyweight fights. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I will be back talking about those low-key heavyweight fights coming up, man. Probably in the next couple of days here, man. But until then, man, y'all be easy. I'm gone.